Hello and welcome to another episode of TOI Gamechangers, where we talk to sports persons who have influenced the game like nobody else ever before. And one of those, the sharpshooters, as we call him, Jaspal Rana, is with us today to talk about the sport and about himself as well, so that we get to know where we are headed in terms of Indian shooting, especially after two blanks at the previous two Olympics. Welcome to the show, Jaspal sir. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm very good.
And
Ji,
how's life treating you these days? Because you are away
I,
from the
I,
hustle and bustle of Delhi.
life is always good. Like I've never complained it because I've always got much more than which I deserve in terms of as a shooter, in terms of as a coach. So yes, life has given a lot, and I'm grateful for that. And still in the area where I can be connected with my shooters in my own academy, spending a lot of time with them. So it's good, really good.
And he talked about life and shooting giving him a lot. We must tell our viewers that he used to win gold medals at Commonwealth Games, Asian Games for fun.
There are a lot of stories, but yes, when I used to be on the range, I used to be the most aggressive person or angry person, you can say, or like I used to shut myself. So people used to be a little scared of me talking when I used to be training or like shooting a match. So I used to be in some different kind of zone. But as soon as I used to come out of the range, I used to be totally different person. I never had a friends outside the shooting range, those who were shooter. I had a totally different kind of people, different field of people. Those were my friends.
Now, being at your roots in Dehradun, from where you belong, actually, थोड़ा टाइम ज्यादा मिलता होगा. Of course you are still training, but थोड़ा टाइम अपने लिए मिलना शुरू हुआ है ज्यादा, which you think might you have missed before.
See, shooting is my passion. So, if shooting is not around me or I'm not around shooting, that is my time basically. I enjoy that. So, working on the range, working with the kids, making the grips. People come here, those who can't afford, those doesn't have money to, to hire a range, to hire a coach. So I have a lot of kids, those who are like, I rather do work for them. And but that what's give me inner peace and satisfaction. So I enjoying this life also.
You have championed the junior program by like nobody else, along with Raninder Singh, who was the president previously. And we have seen what results those brought. Some of those kids, including Manu Bhaker, are still playing for India, going to the Asian Games, which are coming up soon. Um, but we also heard that politics is coming soon on your roster. Tell us something about that.
See, I gave up my political career for like last this 10, 15 years. Like, I just I did not pull myself out, but I knew that, if I do the both thing, it will not be able to justify it because if I'm not 100% with the people, those who are like, want me to be there in my constituency, and I'm traveling all over the world with a team, and then my mind is here back in constituency, and when I go to work in my constituency, then my mind is back in the shooting range. But now, after I got this little break due XYZ reason, but I think, that's time that, I should get back to people, those who voted for me, those who wanted me. So whatever way I can work for them, I've started working on that line also.
You have already touched about some serious points about shooting, but let's talk more about shooting per se and not where you are or what you're doing exactly at your hometown, not the politics, but just shooting in our second segment. Um, and my first question is very simple one and might be a difficult one as well. Uh, what are your views about the international shooting scene these days currently?
I have no views because I don't even have any idea what they're doing, and I don't think I should be commenting on that.
And interestingly, you are saying that you don't want to comment, but generally you are very upfront in speaking about things. You have never held yourself back. जो जैसा है वैसा आप बोलते हैं. That is, everybody knows about it. But especially since the Tokyo Olympics, things haven't been very cordial in terms of your relations with the relationship with the NRI or your proteges like Manu Bhaker. Uh, do you wish it never went sour like that? ऐसा ट्रैक पे ना
My
गया होता
my
smooth.
relation my relationship with NRA was never cordial. It doesn't need to be cordial. NRA is not my friend. That is my federation. If something is wrong, I will put out that thing on the table that this is happening wrong. So rather solving that, and see, 10 years, to be really honest, this thing, the president of NRA at that time, Raninder Singh, whenever I used to talk to him, I used to fight with him. And he used to agree and he used to give me free hand. And that's how we got these 10 years on top of the chart. And honestly, I strongly feel that the Indian shooting team was on peak for the Olympic. It's just that we could not keep that peak for 1 year, which got delayed. If you see anybody, these जितने 16-17 बच्चे गए थे, just see their scores at the time of Olympic. They were shooting very high scores. It's just that who can be on peak for 1 year? It's not possible. And nobody did anything about it. They were shooting all the time. Why? You should have Olympic got postponed. They should have had different program.
Do you think at the end of all that, you were made a scapegoat of an Olympic failure?
I'm proud of it. If I had that kind of armor, that I could have taken that on my head, on my shoulder, that everybody felt, and they put. God has given me that kind of stature or strength to handle that kind of thing. But I did not blame anyone. I did not came out on interview for anything. That was all stories given by all other people. I did not denied anything. I did not accepted anything. I was not even part of Olympic. I did not know that I'm going to for the Olympic, or I'm going to back to India till the last date. And they made me do all the what do you call uh, tests for the this thing, COVID test.
COVID,
All
yeah.
the tests I did. All those who were going Olympic. There was different tests for the people going back to India.
Okay.
So till last date. But that's okay. I have no complaint. What was in my destiny, that's fine. But yeah, definitely we lost a very good chance.
Coming back to international shooting, not just India, we have seen a lot of changes being made by ISSF as well, chiefly being taking events like free pistol out of the Olympics. What's your comment on that? And do you feel that event, particularly the free pistol, will come back?
It should come back. It's one of the most popular event, and if I had a talk with a lot of people in ISSF also, and I strongly feel and they started in World Championship and other places, they started for the girls and the boys also free pistol.
Do you see it coming back for the 28 Olympics?
It should come back. If they want shooting to survive the way that Commonwealth Games, they want to remove shooting, and that the most famous event they are removing from the Olympic Charter. They need to understand those things, and they have to act on that basis.
Coming back to India, we have seen the selection policy for national sport changing. Last year it changed, and then there was again a change made in terms of the calculation of the age. And now we are hearing that the next year they might go back to the previous policy. What's your view on that? Why these frequent changes?
Why? Everybody knows why. Why do we change rules?
But it keeps happening so frequently that sometimes the shooters are also
because it's a failure of people, those who are making those policies. It's not working. Why don't you involve Abhinav Bindra in policy making things, or somebody like at that stature, they should sit together and make the policy. Who's making policy right now? You have make a policy. It could be wrong, but then stick to it. It will work. It takes time. It might be wrong, but you cannot change a policy after the trials, before the selection. वो भी हुआ यहाँ पे. And you make a policy, if you read, normal person can understand what they're trying to say. And that old policy was not 100% right. But we stick to it for very long. And I thought you can get it from anywhere. Even a topmost shooter, my shooter, is not coming in that thing. I said, fine, put that person out. But number 1, 2, 3 will go. Again, I'm saying that's my personal view because I don't want to comment what's happening. Whatever is happening, I hope that thing will change and it'll get better. And we have very crucial Asian Championship where the maximum quota place we can win easily. But that's not the end. Quota place jeetne ke baad, we have to have your program, a strategy that, to go through Olympic, because government is not going to fund us all the time because there's no medal, there's no funding.
It's very honest of you to say whatever you're saying, and not just in terms of yourself, but about Indian shooting and international shooting per se. But we'll try to shift focus to a little more fun round, which is a rapid fire round where we'll throw some questions at you and you have to answer just quickly. So my first question, what does the Indian flag mean to you?
Everything. It gave me a lot of honor in a lot of countries where I was a flag bearer. And whenever we used to win gold medal, when the flag is to go up, no expression, no means no words to the feeling which we have to have.
If you go back to your career as a 20-year-old or 25-year-old during that time, what do you think one best thing you did which clicked and made you a world beater?
94 Asian Games, when I won the Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, and World Championship in 1 year.
And now you live in a hilly region. You used to live in the plains in Delhi not long back. You still come here often, that's true. But driving wise, which car you would want to drive in the hills and which in Delhi?
I have a Nissan Petrol, which I drove a Land Cruiser two-door, which I have driven my entire life. But now the Delhi rules doesn't allow them to come to Delhi. And Federation put me out of the job. So I'm also the same category with my car that I'm no longer required in Delhi. So we are good here. So I enjoy driving those cars.
Okay. Okay. Village life or Delhi life?
Village life, any day.
Your favorite color?
Red.
Okay. One question. Your favorite student during your junior program with India?
All of them. All of them.
So if there is one thing you would want to remove from your shooting career, what would it be?
Nothing. Everything was required.
That's very honest. And your favorite dish back in the hills in Uttarakhand?
Oh, anything which is around my house. So whatever, I don't buy anything from market. I have our own cow, मुर्गियां हैं जिनको हम खाते नहीं हैं, पालते हैं, खरगोश हैं, बतख है. So anything which is around my place,
So you are a vegetarian as well, right?
I'm vegetarian right now.
And your favorite destination while traveling for shooting?
See, every place has their own memories. But yeah, Milano was the one of the thing in 94 which I won the World Championship. I was in hospital, and that has a lot of memories. And I love, whenever I go to Europe, I feel like going toward that side, Italy side, Milano, and all those things.
Thank you so much, Jaspal sir. It was pleasure talking to you as always, because you always speak your heart and you never hold yourself back. Even if you say that this is your personal opinion, but we know that you want the better of Indian shooting in whatever way you can. Thank you so much once again. And we will thank our viewers as well for joining us and watching this episode where Jaspal sir gave so much insights about shooting from the past, from his personal life as well, and about what's in store for Indian shooting in future. Thank you so much.